Hello ladies and gentlemen and scale breaker, and welcome once again to Cape Ring South for round 6. Big thanks to DM for his excellent replay of round 5. So I'm left with the reverse grid race, and here we go. Hatcher first, Jumpy Bob second, Dad Racer Rob in third, DM, who a little unfortunate in the last race, in fourth, Jezza fifth, N10 in sixth, Genovi seventh, Freddy Cat eighth, myself ninth, Race 42 in 10th, JK 11th, Slash 12th, Zcart 13th, and bringing up the rear, obviously, Scale Breaker. So let's get to it without messing about. All clean stuff so far. Quite a tight first corner this, and easy to cause problems here, but so far everyone seems to be getting through okay, with the possible exception of myself, who appears to have been shuffled to the back. Maybe we'll have a look at that in a bit. Oh, someone going wide there, and that looks like it is indeed Scale Breaker, and he's survived and lives to fight another day. That was a bit of a scary moment for him on the first lap. Okay, through the hairpin. Oh, we have a spinner, and oh dear, we do have a few problems there. I think what we'll have to do is to have a look at that on board with Dad Racer Rob, who was the spinner. We'll use this view because this is likely to indicate if he was helped or if he span just on his own. Good start made by him, and holding his position into the first corner. Gentle nudge from Jezza behind, but nothing to worry about. And Dad Racer Rob is in pushing Jumpy Bob for second, fainting to the inside and doesn't make it, but all good so far. And he's made it through to second. A bit of a slap from Jezza there, and a follow-up from Freddy Cat was enough to put Dad Racer Rob into the barrier with severe damage. Shame for him. Never mind. And we'll just have a look at that first bit now on board with Scale Breaker. He probably won't thank me for showing this bit again, but there you go. Just to keep him happy, I'll put it in his favoured view rather than mine. He's made a good start. He's run round the outside of turn 1. Gained 3 places already, and there's another one. It looks to me as if someone pushed him wide there, but I couldn't see who it was because I was in the wrong view. Sorry, Scale, but it is going to have to be this one, mate. Indeed, it seems that he did get a slight push from race 42, and rather than try and turn in on him, chose the safer option of cutting across the grass. Probably wise under the circumstances. Ahead you see Dad Racer Rob getting his little shuffle, and on the right we've got Genobi pushed out onto the dirt. And bit of a chaotic first lap, I'm sure you'll agree. So, DM taking full advantage of the reverse grid, and has pulled out a very healthy lead already. Jezza in second, Freddy Cat third, Hatcher fourth, Z-Kart already up from 13th on the grid and challenging Hatcher for fourth, and takes it. So he had a good first lap, and Slash has managed to get past Hatcher as well. JK in 7th. Oh, Slash running a little wide there, but survives and has the inside line into the hairpin. Did think I saw a bit of lag there. Slash survives, JK through to 6th, Hatcher down to 7th, myself just a few car lengths off the back of this, with Scalebreaker in close pursuit. Now I for one am not going to fight too hard to keep Scalebreaker behind. One, he's my teammate. Two, I know it would just be delaying the inevitable, and I'd do far better letting him through and trying to follow him. However, very unlucky there, Scalebreaker. Double damage, and Hatcher as well, and sadly for DM, who really did not need a yellow flag at this point in the race, when he had such a commanding lead, a yellow has been called. Absolutely right. Just innocent parties taking severe damage there. And that will give those with damage, such as Dad Racer Rob, Scalebreaker, Jumpy Bob, Hatcher, myself, JK, that will give us the chance to get in the pits, repair our damage and rejoin at the rear of the race. However, I have to say the inside line here says that Slicker is not going to pit, not with just one's front wheel out. So I'm going to skip forward a lap here. And we're still under yellows. And I believe the marshal is going to release at the last corner on the end of the following lap. So I'll skip forward and we're racing. Down into the first corner, lap 5. DM maintaining his lead, but well, he's pulling out a gap to Jezza already. Well played, DM. Hope he can continue to stretch that gap and take the win he probably deserves. Now I have to say at this point that this race was marred by a bit of an ugly incident later on. That has been covered sufficiently in other videos and comments, such that I'm not going to probably even show it on this replay. So we're on board with Slash, looking forward at Jezza and Freddy Cat, with Z Kart just ahead in pursuit of DM. Freddy Cat defending there. Slash a chance to close up and go around the outside of him. And Slash is alongside and has made it stick. There's no recovery from Freddy Cat from that position, I don't think. Nope. And Scale Breaker's through to 6th. Let's have a little look further down the grid. At the back we've got Jumpy Bob, followed by Dad Racer Rob, followed by Hatcher. Obviously Hatcher was one of those who had to pit for repairs and has not managed to make it out of last place just yet. Seeing some action going on ahead there. Tell you what, let's have a look at DM. We'll have a look from his rear wing and you'll see that his gap has unfortunately pretty much evaporated now Z Kart's through into the chase. You see Z Kart bearing down on him as they approach the first corner. DM going quite defensive, but Z Kart still manages to slap one down the inside and is through into first place. Okay, so we've got a lead group of 3, Z Kart, DM and Slash. Scale Breaker a little way back in 4th, but now breaking free of the pack behind possibly, although some very good braking there by Jezza brings him almost back into touch. And behind you can see Freddy Cat, myself and Genobi now in quite close company. So let's see this one from Genobi's viewpoint. Bit of a wobble from myself there. Managed to hold it together, miss the pit wall and carry on. Genobi in my slipstream, but fortunately I've still got Freddy Cat's slipstream. And we're on to lap 8 now. Genobi feinting a move around the outside of myself. Well, I'm not really going to fall for that one, mate. Oh, but then he manages to slide up the inside where I've run wide. And demoted me to 9th. Back at the front, we've got DM and Z Kart going at it. Hammer and tongs, side by side, coming out of the chicane, nice and clean. Oh, bit of a touch there from DM, sure that was accidental, just trying to fall into line and make sure he stayed in the slipstream. Close behind them we've got Slash and Scale Breaker within a couple of car lengths of joining this group now. Behind him we have Jezza, bit of a gap there. JK, Freddy Cat, Genobi, myself in 9th, Jumpy Bob 10th, Hatcher 11th, and Dad Racer Rob. Now, the observant amongst you may have noticed as I ran through that list there that there was a slight edit around the Genobi mark. And that's because my memory card had run out and I had to take a break. Well, while I was away, I noticed that we'd lost a couple of racers, and I thought I'd have a quick look and find out what it was and why. So I'm actually going to go all the way back to the beginning. Well, no, I'm not actually, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I'm actually going to go to yes, one of the retirees was N10, so we will go from the beginning, as this was a bit of an unfortunate incident, so I'll just show this one. I figured, having named and shamed myself for quitting out of a race in round 4, it's only fair that we see why people have quit out of races. Not something we encourage in VRM. And as you can see, N10, an innocent party in that, smashed into Slash as he spun and took some quite heavy damage, and that was sufficient to show him retiring fairly early. Now, another retiree was race 42, and so we'll just go with him because he's going to retire fairly shortly. As you can see, he's sporting a small amount of damage on his right front. And then quite a few people are at this point. So here we go, down into the first corner, lap 2. Round through there all right. And I'll just quickly flip back to JK to show that there's no one else involved here. And let's see what happens. Race 42 runs wide, decides to try the scale breaker line, fails miserably. Apparently that's a lag spike. Never mind. And we did lose a couple more races, but oh no. Okay, back to the action. On board with Hatcher, chasing Dad Racer Rob. Beginning of lap 9, 13. Doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself? Dad Racer Rob goes, ooh. And I'm afraid Hatcher's spun. And become the final retiree. Okay, so we're back at the front with DM. And as you can see, Scalebreaker is now up with this group and fighting hard. We've got Zcart in the lead, just DM. Oh, no. Just let the action speak for itself, really. A bit further down, I'm seeing some action between Freddy Cat, Jezza and JK. Freddy Cat in 9th, challenging Jezza, and I have to say that did look as if Jezza was moving over on him quite a lot and repeatedly, but Freddy Cat having none of it and pushing Jezza wide. So let's just follow this battle for a minute. us. You can see the leaders going at it, and guess who's through into the lead? Yes, scale breaker. These appear to have strung out a little bit at the moment, so let's have a look on board with Slash at the lead group. And 3 abreast for first place going through the last corner. And Slash now making a move for third. But he hasn't got the slipstream, he's been hung out to dry and is not going to make it, at this point anyway. Oh, running a bit wide there, manages to hold it together. On board with DM, you can see that Scalebreaker's managed to pull out a few car lengths already. Zedcart challenging DM for second, coming out of the hairpin. Got a good run, but there's really nowhere to go at this point, as I think DM himself may well have said in the last race commentary. So on board with Freddy Cat, who's got ahead of JK. Jez has dropped off these two, so let's just run with these two for a minute. There certainly does seem to be a bit of contact going on here, and I have to say some of it does appear to be non-accidental. I've been advised, wisely advised, to stay neutral, so I will indeed do just that. No comment on any of this, just watch as it unfolds. Oh, and I see something's happened to Zedcart. Now, he was right up there at the front. Let's have a look, see what happened to him. We're going to have to go back to lap 11. Zedcart in third place. I hope with all these rewinds my memory card will hold up to the end of the race, but if it doesn't I'll have to do a third set. So far so good, through the hairpin cleanly. Slash behind. I think this probably explains the puff of smoke that we would have seen ahead as we approach this corner. I think we're just about to find out exactly what it was. Indeed we are. Zedcart running wide, spins on the dirt and backs it into the fence. Survives with some fairly heavy damage. And all the way down in 9th place, behind Slicker. So back to the front, and DM has managed to pull ahead of Scalebreaker again. Both running a little wide, and Scalebreaker taking the escape route. slash through. Scalebreaker manages to hold it together. JK a bit further back still. I think we need to stay with the lead at this point. Scalebreaker, having dropped to third, will not be happy. His circuits are just not programmed for anything other than winning. Got himself nicely tucked into the slipstream here as we approach the line and head on to the last lap of what has been an exciting and controversial race. Scale makes it to second around the inside of Slash. Slash doing his best to take him off it, but can't be done. And Scalebreaker, oh no, beg your pardon. Now, if it was anyone else in third place, I'd be pretty much anticipating a win for DM here. As I said, Scale doesn't know anything other than winning, so he's going to be doing his damnedest to ensure that it becomes indeed another win for himself. Now, you may notice a small amount of judder in Slash's car. As he was hosting the room as well as racing, and as you probably saw there, poor old DM suffered for it. However, Scalebreaker was not able, for once, to capitalise on the problem, and I was only able to take second place. Well played Slash for a win, Freddy Cat for third, DM comes through in fourth, despite that moment at the last corner, Jezza fifth, Nov13, myself seventh, Zcart struggles across the line in eighth, followed by Jumpy Bob, Dad Racer Rob, and JK in 11th. No more comment needed on that one, guys. Okay, let's have a look at the live timings. And see if I can actually get the names and the times on screen together. Doesn't look as if I can. So let's have a look. We've got 4 cars in the 25s. We've got Scalebreaker with the 25.3. We've got Slash with the 25.7. We have Zcart with the 25.8. Jezza with the 25.9. Good lap for him. And we've got several cars in the 26s, myself included, and a couple in the 27s. All in all, very close timings. Okay, a really good race, one that I enjoyed immensely, and I enjoyed commentating on it as well. I hope you enjoy it as much as I